Hey everyone, my name's Bruce. Today I'm going to be showing you how to wire an outlet off a switch. I'm going to be using a 4" by 4" square metal box, and this will be the cover plate. I will be putting links for all of this in the description area. These are the components that you're going to need. Of course, an outlet. I've got a 15 amp outlet and a 15 amp light switch. I've made 5 pigtails, 2 for the hots, 2 for the ground, and 1 neutral. What I've got is a box, a 4x4 metal box that I've mounted on the wall up underneath the shelf where I've mounted a couple of 4-foot fluorescent light fixtures. And I'm going to put this switch up there where I have a switch, and then both of those light fixtures will plug into this outlet. So this switch will become my on-off switch for those 2 light fixtures. If you notice, the light switch has 2 brass screws on one side. The black goes to the brass. So these will each get a black wire. One will be the power coming into the switch, and when the switch is off, there's no power on the other one. As soon as you turn the switch on, it basically connects these 2 wires together. And the light switch also has a ground. A typical outlet has 2 brass and 2 silver as well as a ground. So typically you'd bring the power in on the brass and go out on the neutral, which is the white. So I'm going to take a pair of needle nose pliers and I'm going to bend a hook in both sides . So I've got a hook on each end of one of the black wires. My neutral is going to get 1 hook on one end, and the other hot wire will also get 1 hook. Each ground is going to get a hook on those as well. I'm just going to put my hot wire, I'll put it on the top of my switch here. It doesn't really matter. And the other hot will go on the other lug. You want to make sure that the hook follows in the direction that you're going to turn the screw to tighten it. So that would be in a clockwise fashion if you're looking at the top of the bolt. As you tighten it, it will go the same direction as the hook. That way it tightens the wire onto the screw instead of trying to push it off of the screw. Get that pretty snug. Now that wire is the one that's going to come over to the hot side of the outlet. And you can see my hook is not facing in the right direction. So all I need to do is just twist that 180 degrees. And then it'll connect on there just as I want it to, in this fashion. Okay, and we'll tighten that one down. Remember, black goes to the brass. The black is the hot wire, typically in house wiring. And then we're just going to bend these. I'm not going to finalize that yet because I still need to connect the neutral and the grounds. But basically that's how it's going to be set up inside the box. Let's go ahead and connect the, well, let's do the grounds next. Move that out of the way so you can see. So again, the hook in the direction you're going to tighten the screw. We'll put the ground on our switch. And we'll put the ground on the outlet. And then the last wire will be the outlet silver for the neutral wire. I'll get this good and close here, and you see the insulation is not underneath the screw. So I've stripped enough insulation so that the only thing underneath that screw is the actual wire with no insulation. You want to make sure that you get it set up that way. It's important. This is the metal cover that I'm using, if you want to get the numbers off of it. One receptacle, one switch. Came with 4 screws and 2 nuts because it's a switch and a outlet. So, okay. And we got to mount these inside this cover, but as you can see with these tabs on here, it's not going to fit. So the first thing you need to do is take the screws out. And they have a plastic keeper that keeps that screw from falling out. So I'm just going to remove all 4 of those. And then if you see on these outlets and light switches, you can see these lines on there. Well, that line is a kind of a scored mark where you can break that off. So just take a pair of pliers, twist it a few times, and break those tabs off. And on the outlet, these are just ears, but same thing. We're just going to break those off. Just have to break off all 4 individually on it. Looks like I'm going to have to break off these little metal tabs too. So now you can see they both fit down into the cover real well. Now if you're mounting this in, like, say, a plastic box up against sheetrock or something like that, you won't have to break off the tabs and you won't have to remove the screws. But just for this application, this is how I have to do it. Screws that came in the package, you can see that one is just a standard flathead and one is a Phillips, and the Phillips is a countersink type head on it. So the Phillips go on the switch side and the flatheads go on the outlet side. You can see where the switch screw goes, the one with the countersink, and it fits down in this dimple in the plate. That's why they give you the set like that. You can see the hole where the bolt goes through the flathead is just flush surface. So that's the one that gets the nut on the back side. There we go. So now we've got the switch and the outlet. So off, outlet will not work, switch it on and it will. So on the back we've got 2 grounds. They'll connect together with the ground that's coming into the box. So about 3 wires under the ground, 2 underneath the neutral, and 2 underneath the hot. And I'm just going to wire nut all these in. Let me get that done. It's kind of a tight location. I'll do that and then I'll show it to you before I put the cover on the box. You can see I've got the box wired in. So I've got 3 grounds under this wire, 1 connect to the box. And I just brought that up, looped it around that ground screw, and then twisted it in with the other 2 coming from the switch and the outlet. I've got 2 wires, 1 coming in and going to the switch on the hot, and 2 neutrals coming from the outlet back to the incoming wire into the box. So I just got to tuck all this into the box so that nothing's catching on something else. And this is hard to do. I know you can't see much here. Push that back in and get the cover screwed on, and then I will plug in these two wires coming off of my lamps that are just above the picture here. And then I have an on-off switch to turn my outlets on and off. And I'll show you that here in a minute after I get that button back up and get the power turned back on. So all I need to do is plug in both of my fluorescent lamps, and then I've got a on-off switch for those two fixtures. And that is how to wire an outlet off a switch. I hope you got something out of the video. If you did, consider giving me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you like this type of thing. I do lots of DIY homestead style projects on this channel, and we'll see you on the next video.